Hi everyone, I'm Jordan. I'm a professional makeup artist at Sephora, and I hate long intros, so we're just gonna skip right over that and get right into the good part. So today I'm gonna be breaking down step by step my favorite natural, easy glam routine. We have our hair pulled all back. Now what I always like to start off with is moisturizer. This is the Weleda Skin Foods moisturizer. This is one of my absolute favorites, especially I live out here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it is dry. So I always love to make sure my skin is nice and hydrated. After we got our skin all nice and hydrated, I'm gonna go in with my primer. This is gonna help protect my skin from the makeup application. One of my favorites is the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. It's all nice and sticky. Personally for me, I always love to start off with eye makeup. Every makeup artist or every person has a different way of how they like to do makeup. Me, I know I touch my face. I personally don't want to put foundation, concealers, bronzers, all these great products on my face, and then end up taking it off by touching my face when I do my eye makeup. Also too, it gives time for the skincare to settle into your skin, be absorbed by it, so you have a better makeup application. Starting off with eyes, I like using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I've been actually really using this one since I was 16. Haven't strayed from it because I get very oily eyelids. I'm just an oily skin person. So I really do love using this one because it just helps set in all the oils on my eyelids and keeps my eyeshadow in place. I'm gonna do a little bit of brow gel on my brows. I have really thick brows, and so sometimes they're very hard to maintain. I just love taking a little bit of brow gel on a spoolie. I hate this one, it's too tiny. We got those brows all nice. They look so much better. I'm gonna be going in with a little bit of eyeshadow, but for my natural makeup looks, I actually don't really use eyeshadow. I use two products, bronzer and a shimmer. I love going in with this goldy rose gold color. Taking a fluffy brush, we're gonna pack that onto that bronzer, dust off a little bit of the excess, and I'm just gonna sweep this bronzer all over to my lid to kind of add in some color and some depth. So when I apply this bronzer, I'm keeping it very localized out here and slightly bringing it into the center, stopping right before I reach the corner. That's gonna add depth to my eye. There's gonna be a little bit of microscopic product still left on your brush. That's where you can really use that brush to kind of blend out everything, and you don't have to be very precise. Got a little bit of color on my eyes. That's what I wanted. It opened up my eyes a little bit more. I'm gonna be taking my beautiful shimmer, but it's just so pretty. I'll take my ring finger. I love using my ring finger because it actually has the less pressure because you can't really move it without your other two fingers. I'll get that all on there. Wow, Jordan, you really love glitter. I do like a lot of glitter. If you're not a glitter fan, take your fluffy brush. When in doubt, blend it out. Because who doesn't love a sparkly eye? I'm gonna be going in with a little bit of eyeliner. I love a little bit of a thicker lash line. I feel like it helps open up my eye a little bit more. I have very small, very hooded eyes. Pull this a little closer. Your girl's blind. For people who have trouble with a felt tip eyeliner, taking a mirror, getting a little too close for comfort, looking down into it so then you can see your whole lash line. Starting from the inner corner, going to the out. Boom, eyeliner. I'm gonna back that up. Me personally next, I really love tiny little half lashes. So I have like a whole discarded thing of lashes. Getting a little bit of lash glue. I like to bend mine just so they have a little bit more shape. Wait for it to semi-dry. Tilt your mirror, look down, and plop right on. It's a very easy way to kind of add a little bit of lift onto your lashes. And next eye. You're gonna blend it in with some mascara. I'm just gonna be using the Sky High mascara. I really like this one because it adds length to my lashes, which that's what I want. It's just crazy. I love it. That's eye. Then I love to go in with my face. I'm really into more of that skin-like natural dewy look, and to get that I really do love using the Dior Forever Skin Glow. Then I love taking my handy dandy beauty blender, getting a little bit, and kind of go crazy. So I love using the Dior Skin Glow because it still provides me enough coverage where it evens out my skin tone, but it doesn't feel heavy. We just want something easy, dewy, minimal coverage. After I get my foundation on, I love touching up with concealer. If you're like me, battling with a lot of acne scarring, I don't love putting a ton of heavy, full coverage foundation on my face because then I feel like that makes my acne worse when I'm actually trying to fix it. Just going over and giving my little acne dots a little extra coverage. There's a lot of them. We're just gonna take our little beauty blender, gently blend those out. Got my acne dots all covered up. Then I'm gonna take a little bit more concealer. We're gonna cover up those dark circles. I like to let my concealer dry just a little bit, and then I take my beauty blender and then gently press up and in. You want to pretend you're filling in the lines. We have a nice even base. Honestly, this next step I feel like is super important to get that really just poreless, not mattified, but just skin-like look. Take a loose powder, take your beauty blender, look all the way up, blend out those creases as much as you can, or at least the concealer that moved. Take a velour puff, get a little bit of powder in there, look all the way up again, and pack that in there. This is gonna help blur and set your concealer. I'm doing little tiny patting motions. I'm not wiping, I'm not swiping, and I'll kind of do this on all of the places where I get super oily, really deep smile lines. I get a really deep smile line right here, so I'm gonna pack a little bit of powder in there. After I have all my powder set, I'm gonna go in with blushes and bronzers. I'm gonna be taking the new Matte Rare Beauty blushes in the shade Hope. I'm gonna start on the apples of my cheeks and then go up. We're bringing some color back. After blush, we're gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer. Analyze your face shape. You wanna find where your cheekbones are, go either on your cheekbone or slightly under it. Go a little bit under it. And then I'm also gonna follow that blush and do that uplifted motion. I'm gonna do a little bit on my forehead. I'm gonna do a little bit under my jaw. One mistake that I see when people are doing bronzers with their jaw, they'll go like right here on their jaw. You wanna go slightly under your jaw. Then it creates that shadow. It's on my nose. And now we don't look like we're lifeless little zombies. We got all of our face, all of our eyes. The only thing missing is our juicy little lips. With lipstick, I don't like wearing a lot of lipstick. So take a lip liner that's very similar to my natural lip color, and then a lip gloss. But you're gonna start off with lining your lips. I always like to start off at the bottom, and you're just gonna connect the dots. You're gonna make a little line there, and then at the top, you're gonna make an X where your Cupid's bow is. Those are my lines. Connect the dots. Now that I have a little bit of color on my lips, I love going in with a nice lip gloss because my lips have just been so dry. The last final step, and then you're ready to walk out that door, is setting your makeup. I love using 2 setting sprays. I love the hydrating one from Rare Beauty. This one helps melt and finish your makeup all together. And I love using this one, the one size. Take these out. I forgot the best part. Highlighter. I love highlighter. I love going straight down my nose and then going a little bit horizontal, and it creates this really cute little button nose effect. I can't believe I forgot highlighter. and then you're done. Makeup is actually not that complicated once you start to break down the steps with it. So hit that subscribe button, and until next time, keep practicing. Confidence comes from understanding, and I'm here to teach. Bye guys.